Assalamu alaikum. Myself Eka Ansari. Student, I am back again with yet another video lecture of client-side scripting language. Client-side scripting language is a second section of our chapter Impressive Web Designing. In Impressive Web Designing, the first part is all about HTML5. In the first section, we will learn HTML5, and in second section that I will taught you, that is JavaScript, or you can say client-side scripting, because we will work on client-side. We will use one language, that is scripting language. The name of that scripting language is JavaScript. We have already started this chapter in our earlier lectures. That is, we have seen what is the importance, why JavaScript was developed, what is the purpose, what is the objective of JavaScript, what is the advantage of JavaScript over HTML. We have seen how the static page can be changed into dynamic page by using that client-side scripting, that is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a powerful scripting language which is used to create dynamic web pages, and the main purpose of JavaScript is to create dynamic page as well as validation of input field or validation of form. As we know, most of the websites or web application have different login form or some registration form, or the form is nothing but some input data from the user. So in that case, we have to validate that data whether the user enter correct value or not. So to validate that value, we have to use certain client-side scripting language, that is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a powerful client-side language. These things we have already discussed in our previous lecture, and in our most recent lecture we have seen how to declare variables. As we know, variable is nothing but a temporary value storage where we can store some data for temporary purpose. Okay, so we have seen how to declare variable, how to assign some name to variable, how we can store value inside the variable. So these things we have completed in our earlier lectures. Now in this particular video lecture, our topic will be, or our purpose will be, to learn something new in JavaScript. That something is nothing but comments in JavaScript. So what is comments? This is the period of technology where we use n number of the social media networking, or n number of the social media sites or application, like you use WhatsApp, like you use Facebook, YouTube, where you found some comments. Okay, means where you can enter some comment. So student, please don't be confused. This comment is different and this comment is different. Okay, if you are using any social media or anything like Facebook, WhatsApp, and you are going to comment, what is mean by comment here? Means you are going to add your own view or your own statement to the particular video or anything. But comments in JavaScript means what? I will show you. Comments mean, comments means you can say the programmer's word. Okay, the programmer's word means the thing programmers will understand, but your browser or your interpreter will not understand or will not read actually. Okay, so I will show you. I just want to tell you a story. When you are in standard 5, 6, 7, means when you are in school, when your English teacher teach you some lesson or some story from your textbooks, sometime you note down or write meaning on your textbooks only. Okay, means teacher teaching you, but you are writing some information, some meaning on book. So this is not the text which is written inside the book, but you are writing from your own, means this is your text. Okay, why you are writing this text on textbook? Because when you open in your examination or when you try to learn this thing in future, that word will remind you what was the story or what was the meaning of that particular English word or any word. So this word is simply called as a comments. Okay, so the comment in any programming, comments is supported in all the programming language. I will not use most, I will use all the programming language supports comments. Means if programmer want to write comments, means comment will be regarding your code. For example, you have written in number of the line of the code, but after few months a new programmer come and join your company. Now he is unable to understand what you have written. So it is good practice to write comment, and the comment is nothing but your programmer's word. Okay, and it can be in any format or it can be in any language that programmer can understand but your computer will not understand. Okay, I will show you live so you will get clear picture what is comments all about. So just try to understand. Comment is a word or is a sentence which is understand or which is written by the programmer itself, and it will understood by a programmer. Computer will not use, or your programming language will not read or not use anything which is written inside the comments. Okay, so I just want to show you we have two types of comment. If you search on Google and if you try to know what is the definition of the comments, just read it. In computer programming, okay, we are talking about computer programming. So in computer programming, a comment is a programmer readable explanation. Okay, programmer readable explanation means if you have written any line of code, suppose you have written document.write. What is document.write? Document is an object, .write is a method. So this is document.write is a programming language. But if you are new and you are learning, right now you are learning, okay, so you don't know what is document. So just below the document or anywhere on your computer, you can write document is a function. Means you are writing in English language. So English language will not understood by your computer. Means your programming language, because every programming language support a different language. Like you are using Javascript, so Javascript has a different language with English language. So if you are writing inside the Javascript, so English language will not understood by your computer. But if you write inside the comment, so in future when you go in standard 12 or when your examination will come out, you will see what is document. So you have written right now what is document inside the comment, so it will be easy for you in future. That comment means you can write comment inside two way. One is single line and one is multi-line. Okay, are you getting? Don't be confused, just read out. A comment is a programmer readable explanation. Okay, means the comment can only read by programmer or the person who write the code. Okay, and just try to understand there's two types. One is single line comment, means if you are writing comment in one line, it could be a single line means, and if you are writing comment in multi-line, it could be a multi-line comment. And important thing, there is a double backslash. Okay, see this one, double backslash is used for single line comment. Student, if you are not getting anything till now, no issue, I will show you a single line of code, then you will get the clear picture what I am telling about. This is the theory part I am just trying to explain, and if you are not getting, it's not a problem. Once I will start to in application in Notepad in programming, you will get clear picture what is comments and what is single line and multi-line comment. Just for timing, just try to learn, try to understand. For single line comment, we will use double backslash. See the red I have written. Single line comment means you are going to write in single line. Single line means in one line. Okay, so in that case, in starting you have to write double forward slash. In starting of the line, you have to mention, you have to write this forward slash. Okay, 2 times forward slash, so it will indicate that this is the single line comment. And if you want to assign multi-line comment, so your multi-line comment will start, means multi-line means starting from first line and end after last word of or last line. So forward slash and asterisk, and at the end asterisk and forward slash. So just for timing, just try to understand, comment is a any word which you can write with your own, means comment, inside comment you will not write regarding JavaScript or regarding any programming language. You can write anything, but if you are writing in one line, means you are writing single line comment, and for single line comment there is a forward slash, double forward slash, and for multi-line comment your line will start from, you will write this symbol, there is a forward slash and asterisk, and where your comment ends you have to write asterisk and forward slash. Getting? I am going to start coding, then I will show you what is single line comment and what is multi-line comment and what is actually comments. Okay. So I am going to my desktop and I will search Notepad. Okay, this is application where I am going to write my JavaScript code. So the first thing I will write doc type. Why? Because I have to write inside the HTML5. Okay, so the first line will be HTML and last line will be closing HTML. These are the two tags between we will write all the HTML code as well as JavaScript code. So on top I will add head tag, then closing head tag, then you can insert title tag between head and head, but not compulsory, it's up to you. Then opening body and closing body tag. Okay, now you have choice, you have option, you can add JavaScript inside these two, that is between opening head and closing head. Means here you can write. So if you want to add any scripting language, you can add by using script tag. So I will write script and closing script. Okay, this is the tag, that is script tag is used to insert any scripting language. Now you have to use one attribute of script tag, that is a language. Okay, language equal to. Okay, so which language you are using, you have to mention inside the value. So inside double inverted comma I will write JavaScript because I am using JavaScript language. There is no space between Java and script. JavaScript is a single word. Now whatever you write between these two script tag, that is a opening and closing script tag, whatever you write inside that, it will consider as a JavaScript code. Okay, so suppose I want to declare any variable, for example where a equal to, I am going to write welcome to KMS. This thing I think we have seen how to declare a variable welcome to KMS college. Okay, now if you want to display the value, what we will do, we will do document dot write and inside bracket I will add a. Why I am writing only a? Because inside variable a, what is a var? This thing we have already discussed, we have already completed with the practical. That's why I am not going to focus more about what is var, what is a. This thing we have done. But if you are not getting, or if you, I think it is so many time pass, so I just want to explain that var is a keyword. Okay, var is a keyword which is used to declare a variable. Okay, then what is a? A is a variable or name of variable in which I am going to store some value. So which value I am going to store? Welcome to KMS college. This is the value which is stored inside variable called a. Now document dot write. What is document dot write? So document, JavaScript is a object oriented programming. Okay, so document is an object. In that object we have a method called write. Okay, so this method will display some value. Which value it will display? It will display I have written a. So inside a I have stored some value. What is the value stored inside a? That is a welcome to KMS college. So when I write a, it will display the value of a. I just want to show you output. Let me save the file. I will click on file, click on save. So the first time it will ask where you want to save. So I can save on anywhere in my computer. Right now I am using desktop. So don't worry, you can save anywhere. Now the first thing is that I have to assign the name of the file. For example, I can assign as a first or not first com.html. Okay, so let me save. Then go back to my desktop. I will find my file, that is com. Where is com, which I have just created. This is the file. Double click on it. See, welcome to KMS college is coming. From where this is coming? This is coming from document.write. Let me zoom it. Okay, welcome to KMS college. This output is coming from JavaScript. See the coding. Inside coding I have written. If you write again, if you write document.write, Control C and Control V. You have written Control C and Control V, means two time you are returning two type document.write, so it will display two time. Okay, again flip back to your browser. When I refresh, right now it's showing only once. When you click on refresh, again you will get welcome to KMS college, welcome to KMS college. Twice it's showing. Why? Because I have written two times. Okay, if you write one more time, Control V, and when you save it, okay, flip back, refresh. Now you will get three time. Okay, now we are moving towards comment. What is comment? For example, if you write anything in your word, for example, right now you are learning what is where. So if I explain where is a keyword, okay, to declare variable in JavaScript. Okay, you have written for your understanding purpose. Okay, you have written where is a keyword to declare variable in JavaScript. But this is English language. When you save this file, you won't get your output. Why? I just want to show you. You have written this line. When you save this file, flip back to your browser. When you refresh, nothing is displayed on your browser. Why? Because there is an error. Okay, there is an error. This line is not related to JavaScript. This line is an English language. Okay, this line belongs to English language. This line is not belongs to JavaScript. Okay, so when your interpreter convert this line into JavaScript, it will say that there is an error. Okay, there is an error. That's why your output is not coming. So if you tell your browser that this line is comment, so JavaScript will say, I don't know how you have written. There is a format, there is a keyword, there is a syntax for assigning comment. So you will say, okay, I have seen in my inserts PPT that's how to assign comment. So you will see single line comment. Okay, so single line comment, how to assign single line comment? You will just put double slash before the line. So you will just go back to your notepad, and here your line start from here, so just write double backslash. Okay, this is your double backslash, which indicate this the whole line is comment, means please don't read this line. This line is belongs to your programmer. So when I save this file, and again I flip back to my browser, when I refresh, you will get the output. Okay, now you will get the output. Why you will get the output? Because now still you have the same line, that is where is a keyword, but now when your interpreter comes to this line, okay, it will see this symbol. Okay, it will see this symbol, and you will understood that this line is not belongs to me. This line belongs to programmer. This is a comment. If you write anything inside that, okay, if you write anything inside that, I have written n number of the non-readable word I have written. So when you click on save, when you flip back to your browser, no change, means you are getting the perfect output. Okay, why? Because your browser will not read what you have written inside this line, because it will read the first character, that is you have written double backslash, it will understand that this line belongs to comment. Okay, in the same way, even you can comment to any line, not only English line. For example, currently, okay, currently you are getting 3 times welcome to KMS College. Okay, see, welcome to KMS College, the first time, the second time, and the third time. Okay, you are getting 3 times welcome to KMS College. So you can assign as a comment to any of the line. For example, if you assign this line as a comment and at the same time this line at the comment, now these 3 lines are comment. It will not display. If you comment any line, it will not display on browser, or it will not read by your interpreter. Now this is the perfect JavaScript line. Okay, this is the perfect JavaScript line, but you have commented. Okay, now you will get only one output, that is you will get output of this line. Okay, document.write a means you will get only one time welcome to KMS College, because the rest all is commented. The second line is commented and the third line is commented. When I save the file, let me save the file, flip back to your browser. When I refresh, now you will get only once. Why? Because the other document.write is commented. Okay, now instead of, this is the single line comment, means which line you want to comment, just put double forward slash before that, the line will be considered as a comment. Inside comment you can write anything. Okay, it can be a JavaScript code, it can be your own language, or you can write any non-readable thing, means you can write anything inside that particular line which is commented. Why? Because it will not read by the JavaScript compiler or JavaScript interpreter. Okay, I am using the word interpreter, I am using the word compiler. What is the interpreter? Interpreter actually the engine or your browser search engine which convert your JavaScript code into machine code. Okay, and what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? Compiler convert all code at once. Okay, and interpreter convert line by line. Okay, so your interpreter will not read this line, it will understand that this is the comment. Okay, so this is the single line comment. This line I have commented by using this symbol, that is a double forward slash, and this again I am using double, because this is the line by line. I am doing line by line. You can assign. Okay, suppose if you want to do multi-line comments. Okay, if you want to do multi-line comment, so the simply, for example, multi means more than one. Okay, multi means more than one. For example, you want to comment these 2 lines, so instead of using twice, just you can forward slash asterisk and at the end, because you are going to comment these 2 lines. Okay, these 2 lines you are going to comment. So the starting, that is the forward slash, then asterisk, and at the end you have to put asterisk and forward slash. Okay, getting my point? Are you getting my point? I am going to use multi-line comment. So which line you want to comment? For example, you have n number of the line. Okay, n number of the line you have. Okay, now you want to comment these lines. Okay, this line you want to comment. So line is starting, you have to write forward slash and asterisk symbol, and at the end of the line you have to write asterisk and forward slash. Now this line will not be executed or will not be read by the compiler. So if you see in your code, nothing will display. Why? Because no, this line is working. Okay, if you start your comment from here, means I am going to start from here, that is my starting of comment. So the comment is going to start from here and ends here. Okay, so this much of code or text will not read by the JavaScript. When you save this file, I'm going to save this file. When you save this file and flip back to your browser, when you refresh, you will get nothing. you will get nothing. Why? Because you have commented all the thing. Okay, you have commented all the thing. Only this line is working. Okay, only this line is working, this line is working. So it will store, it will create a variable and store some value, but to display anything you have not written. So you can also write alert, and inside that you can display a. So what is a a? A is a variable. See, there is a a. Inside that you have stored some value. What is the value? Value is a welcome to KMS College. Now you are going to display by using alert a. So this part will not execute. Okay, this part will not execute because it's come under the comment. You have commented. Okay, but this line is out of this comment. Okay, so this line will directly executed. So when you save the file, flip back to your browser, now you will get an alert box. In that alert box you will get welcome to KMS College. See, this is alert box. You are getting welcome to KMS College. You are getting why? Because I am using alert method. Okay student, it is very easy and it is very useful. Okay, so finally now you will get the definition. Means a comment is a programmer readable explanation. Okay, when programmer write hundreds line of code, so there is some time it has to use which function he is using. So at that time he has to mention in his own language. Okay, and before that it put as a comment. Means if in future if he want to change, so he can easily change, he can easily understood. Okay, so again I am reading. In computer programming, a comment is a programmer readable explanation or annotation in the source code, that is a code or a computer program. They are added with the purpose of making the source code easier for humans to understand. Means in future if a new programmer came in or join a company, so he can understand what is the purpose of this code, why this code is written, why this function is used. Okay, and are generally ignored by the compiler and interpreters. Okay, I have just discussed what is a compiler and interpreter. These are the middlemen of your language which convert your programming language into your machine language. Okay, so it will ignore, means compiler will not execute these lines, it will ignored by the compiler and interpreter. So we have seen two types. One is a single line. In single line we just put forward slash, double forward slash, and in multi-line command we have to use, in starting we have to use forward slash and asterisk. At the end of the line we have to write asterisk and forward slash. Hope you could understand what we have learned today. If you have any query, any question related to comments or anything what we have learned till now, please feel free to ask your query. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.